Hello guys, today we'll be learning how to use audioplayers library in Flutter to implement your own audio player in your Flutter apps. And at the end of this video you will learn how to play music and sound in your Flutter apps, as well as how to pause it and some other functions. So what will you learn at the end of the video? First of all, playing music, pausing it, and if you need to play multiple sounds, you will also learn at the end of this video, and I will demonstrate how it will look like. For example, so that's it. And now let's jump to code. So in the code, we will be implementing this interface. By the way, all the files you can find in my Patreon in the video description. But let's jump to the interface. So we will be implementing the interface that can first configure our audio player. So here we will be setting a volume for our music effects and sound effects. Also, we will implement a method play sound that will play our own model of sound, and another one will be play sound conditional. It is basically the same as play sound but with some other custom conditions, and stop sound method, and that will basically pause our audio that we pass to the method, and close, basically where we'll be disposing all our data. So let's jump first from the models that we will be using for our interface. First model is our configuration, and as I already showed you, it is just a model that will have a music volume and sound effects volume. Next one will be our audio model. It basically will have an optional ID field, and it is the ID of our audio that is already playing. So if we only want to play a sound, it will have a null ID, but it will return a model with the ID set. It will have a pass value that is basically a pass to our audio file, and the type of our audio. It can be either music or effect. And the last one, the last model is audio conditions model. It will have just a single field for now, and it is a mute same type bool parameter. If it's set to true, then the same music type will not be played twice. For example, if I press play music, it will start the music. And if I press it again, it will restart the same music instead of playing multiple instances of it simultaneously. So for the implementation of our audio player, we will have a separate class that will storage all our audio files. It will storage it by ID, by pass, and by type. Each storage is reproduced as a map with a key and a value. So when we construct our storage, we will run a garbage collector every minute to dispose all the audios that are no longer used. Again, the implementation you can see yourself. I will not go through it, but basically what it does is it looks for a stopped and completed audios and disposes those audio files and deletes it from our storages. Another helper method is basically get our player by ID. Then we will have another method that will help us to reuse already created audios. Basically, if you played a sound effect once, it was completed. And if you want to play it again, instead of creating the separate instance of it, you will get the already created one and play it again. And one of the main methods is adding a new player, obviously. Again, we're trying to find a cached player. If we found it, then we will return a cached one. And if not, then we will create the audio player using our pass that is contained in our audio model. Remember that? And then we are returning this player. Also, we can get a list of players by type, either music or sound effect type. We can pause our player using the library method pause. And we can close the player. Basically, it is like pausing it and disposing all the resources to free our memory. And close all method is basically should be called when our app is closed. And that's it for our helper method storage. And now we will jump to the implementation of our interface of audio player. So let's start from configure player method. It is a simple implementation of setting the volume of our players. So what we are doing here, first we are like merging our config to reuse the past music volume or effects, sound effects volume. And then we should apply those merged config to all our sound effects and music effects. And that we will do using our audio storage that we reviewed previously. We are getting, when we are setting a music volume, we are getting a list of our audio players for music. And for each player, we are setting a volume. And same goes for the sound effects type. Now let's jump to the next method. And next method is play sound. It is a core method for our audio player to start playing the sound effect. So if the volume for our audio is 0, we will just not use any sound effects and do nothing. But as a way, we will add a new sound player using the path parameter that is contained in our model and add it to storage. Then we will set the required volume of our music effect and start the player. Basically, the resume method from the library starts the audio where it is stopped. And by default, it is stopped at 0. And when we are running a play sound conditional, it will first stop the sound of our type. So if we are playing music and then we are playing a music game, we are first muting all the music effects of the same type, and only then we are playing a new music effect. Stop sound will stop all our sound effects if we passed an ID of exact sound effect, and that will be used when we are pausing the latest effect. Let's see how it works. We are playing music. We are playing sound. And we are pausing all the latest effects, both from music and sound. So if we are playing a sound twice, we will pause only the latest one because we passed the ID of the latest one. So let me show you. And second, and we are pausing. but the first one is still playing. So, but if we are not passing any ID, then we are trying to mute all the effects of same type. We are getting all the audios for the music type, like either it's a music or sound effect, and then we are pausing all the players. And last thing is closing our player. Basically, we are just disposing all our sound players in storage, and that's all. And let's again see how that works. Again, all the code you can find on my Patreon in the description of the video, and we will see how this works. So, okay, you can see that first button, play music, uh, runs play sound conditional for our music effect. And our music is stored like this. You can see music, menu background. So in our assets, we have a music folder where we have our music effects. And when this button is pressed, we are setting the last music uh, value and playing this sound. Let me show you. Play music and it plays. Same goes for sound effect. But because it is a play sound, we can play multiple instances of it. So if I press 3 times, it will play, you will see that it will play it a lot. And play pause latest will just pause the last effect that we assigned. And pause all just stops all the sounds for the sound effects and music effects. So if I play a music, pause all, pauses that all. Okay, thank you for attention. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. Again, all the code you can find in my Patreon. And please subscribe to my channel. Here I will publish a lot of things, how to do beautiful things with Flutter. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.